design thinking, critical thinking, and innovation design. Our group director, Professor Dr. Uday Salunke sir, has been passionate about the role of innovation, entrepreneurship, and design thinking in management education. And thus, under his guidance and encouragement, we are conducting this workshop as a part of IIC calendar activity Q2. And fortunate enough today to have Ms. Savita Rajiv as our speaker for today. And ma'am has a different plan with respect to her introduction also, which is a typical format that we follow wherein we introduce and then we take it over. But just 2 lines about ma'am is, ma'am always believed that small is big and small things that we do it at a grassroots level can transform the lives of a lot of people. So ma'am is by design or default is a propagator of creativity, design, and innovation. So, ma'am, over to you with this short introduction. Over to you to take it forward and enlighten us, all of us.
Thank you very much, guys. A very big hi. I hope you are able to see me.
Yes, we can see you.
Yeah, cool. So guys, in a short while, I will be switching off my video so that there is greater, seamlessness while we're having the session. Okay. So I hope that's fine with all of you. वैसे भी मेरा face देख के आप bore हो जाएंगे.
I think you should keep your video on.
Video on? Okay, I'll try. Okay,
we will switch our videos off.
All right, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, so guys, a very warm welcome to all of you. I know that ये एक webinar है, and webinar यानी it's expected that it needs to be more of a general talk, but let's come together and make it into a forum where we are trying to open up different perspectives and different ideas, because each one of you have some different points of view about stuff around us. Okay, so let's explore that, and please keep the chat totally alive and kicking. Okay, I'm here to share some simple insights from my journey of last 16-17 years on field, and it's going to be a framework which is simple, which can be applied in any discipline. आप healthcare लो या retail लो, कोई भी stream लो, वो वहाँ पर applicable हो सकता है. It's nothing rocket science. Okay, so I'll be sharing some questions. I'll be asking some questions. We'll be having some exercises. So please, my only request here is to get the best out of the 1 hour that we are together. Let's keep the chat rolling. Is everybody ready? All the students, everybody in the audience. I just want a yes, no, whatever on chat. Okay, just let me know whether. Yeah, thank you, Parveez. What about the others? एक ही जन है क्या 330 में से? I think 337, 338 में से. Yes, thank you, Vedant, thank you, Shojit. Thanks a ton. Okay, so are you all ready to begin this journey? Everybody, are you ready to begin this journey? All right, cool. Okay, cool. Thanks a ton, guys. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's start with a very simple story. Okay, a story of, let me take you to, अगर कुछ technical glitch होगा मुझे जरा माफी. Okay, guys. So just let me know whether you are able to see the next slide. Can you see the next slide? क्या दिखाई दे रहा है आपको? Okay, क्या दिख रहा है आप लोगों को? नहीं. Okay, cool. Just let me do one thing. Let me again stop sharing and I will reshare again. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, is it clear now? अच्छा नहीं दिख रहा क्या? Okay, guys, एक काम करती हूँ. I think.
Ma'am, is it possible to do a slideshow of this so that the picture will look a little bigger?
Okay, just give me a second. I will just do the needful. Okay, guys, just give me 1 second to sort this. Okay. Okay, मैं काम करता है. Let me. Are you able to see the next slide now? क्या अभी दिखाई दे रहा है? Is the changing of the slide happening? Is that okay now? Okay, thanks Pragya. Thank you very much for giving me a heads up. Okay, so guys, let's start with I'll roll the slide. so that it is easy. Okay, let's start with the story Into the Woods. Okay, so this happened with a very little girl named Jenny. Jenny was around 4 or 5 years old. Okay, and she was going with her father, who is a scientist. His name is Edwin Land. वो लोग मस्त से वेकेशन में जा रहे थे. ओके, अच्छा सा फोटो वोटो खींच रहे थे, चालू था उनका मस्ती मजाक. ओके, सडनली जेनी ने अपने फादर को बोला, पापा फोटो किधर है? सो डैडी ने बोला कि दिस इज मेनी इयर्स बैक. ओके, डैडी ने बोला बॉस रोल निकाल के फिर बाद में उसको वॉशिंग का प्रोसेस रहेगा, ड्राइंग, उसके बाद में थोड़ा दिन के बाद तेरे को फोटो मिलेगा. सो जेनी ने कहा, क्या पापा आप तो साइंटिस्ट हो, अभी फोटो भी नहीं लेके आ सकते हो? ओके, एंड दैट गॉट एडविन लैंड थिंकिंग. ओके, एंड दैट बिकेम द इंस्पिरेशन फॉर द क्रिएशन ऑफ नथिंग बट योर Polaroid camera. Okay, so that is where the Polaroid camera came into being. Okay, let me share another instance with you, which was shared by my mother. My mother's friend, this has happened again, you know, almost 15 years back. My mother's friend, उन्होंने ये किस्सा बताया. Okay, तो उन्होंने बोला उनके ग्रैंडसन, उनका नाम था मंदार. Okay, तो मंदार को प्यास लगा, तो उसने बोला, नानी can you please give me water? सो किचन में गए, नानी वेंट एंड वाटर प्यूरिफायर से पानी लेके मंदार को दिया. ओके, मंदार पीने के टाइम में गड़गड़ गड़गड़ पी रहा था. पीने के टाइम में उसने बोला, नानी आप मुझे कितना प्यार से प्यूरिफायर से पानी लेके मेरे को पानी पिलाया. ओके, बट आपको पता है बाथरूम में नहाने के टाइम में इससे डबल पानी में पीता है, बट वहां तो प्यूरिफायर है ही नहीं. ओके, उधर किधर प्यूरिफायर है? क्यों नानी, किचन में प्यूरिफायर है, बाथरूम में नहीं है. ओके, सो गाइस, अभी नानी का तो नानी याद आ गया. ओके, उसका होश उड़ गया. क्या बोलेगा? सो नाउ यू गाइस टेल मी, दिस इज अ वेरी इनोसेंट रिमार्क by our little Mandar. Okay, who is again, you know, probably 7-8 years. Okay, beneath this innocent remark, this is a question to all of you. Okay, do you see any opportunity? What kind of opportunities do you see? For whom and why do you say so? Okay, so I want everybody to share your thoughts on chat. Okay, कि boss Mandar ने एक innocent remark किया, why is purifier only in kitchen? Why not in bathroom? बाथरूम में मैं डबल पानी पीता है स्नान करने के टाइम में, मेरा सिर में भी पानी आता है, मैं ऐसे स्नान करने के टाइम में इतना सारा पानी कंज्यूम होता है जो प्यूरिफाइड नहीं है, तो क्यों इतना स्पेशल ट्रीटमेंट किचन में? ओके, तो बीनीथ दिस रिमार्क, can you guys think and tell me, we'll take a minute or two, I'll be pausing for a minute, what kind of opportunities do you see, for whom, okay, and why do you say so? Yes guys, keep it rolling, just take a minute and think about कि बॉस किन को ये थॉट से बेनिफिट होगा, किन के लिए ये अपॉर्चुनिटी है, किस तरह का अपॉर्चुनिटी इससे बाहर निकल सकता है. इट कुड बी अ बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी, प्रोडक्ट, व्हाटएवर. ओके, so keep it rolling. If somebody wants to talk, you can put a T and you are free to come online and, you know, share your thought. If somebody wants to talk, please put a T so that I know who is speaking. कोई अगर आइडिया शेयर करना चाहता है, प्लीज फील फ्री. एनीबडी हियर? मंदार, यस यस यस. Ishojit, please come on board. Thank you for starting and initiating the interaction. Yes Ishojit, please come on board. It's an opportunity for whom? Rugved, you have to tell for whom, which kind of companies. What kind of product opportunities do you see from this? Ishojit, do you want to take over? Please unmute and come and have a conversation. Yes, Ishojit, please come on board.
Ishojit, you can just raise your hand. We will unmute it.
Yeah. Please come on board. No access. Okay. Can you please share your thought on chat? Or you can ask Sagar to unmute. Sagar, can you please unmute?
Yes, please raise the hand. I will just unmute it. Yeah.
Okay. Ishojit, please raise your hand. Okay. Sanjay talks about purifier company. Sanjay, just keep telling purifier company, what kind of an idea will it be? What kind of an idea will it be? You can just, you know, put your idea on chat. Yes, Ishojit. Place the product differently. Okay. Purifier opportunity. Very nice. Interesting, Ankit. Shower fitting company. Very nice. All right, Ishojit has raised hand. Sagar, please can you unmute?
Am I audible?
Yes, Ishojit. Welcome. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, ma'am. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. Please tell me.
Ma'am, it's I don't know how possible it would be, but an indoor garden of a kind with with a virtual sunlight, and maybe the shower heads can be spread around with the filtered water, like where you can get the minerals accurately.
Okay. So Ishojit, you are talking about some kind of a natural way of purification. Is that what you're saying?
Ma'am,
Ishojit, can you just elaborate your idea a little more, please?
ma'am, the water that is being filtered, if it is, then you can control you can add and control the minerals along with the filter, and then you have an indoor garden of a sort where you can also get virtual sunlight. If you don't have space for land specifically, you can put up pots, or you can put up multiple bays of sand, multiple bays of plants.
All right. Okay, all right. Okay. So there are two parts here. You're saying one is that कि बस पानी तुमने use किया वो एक बात है, natural way of purification. Second is जो पानी है वो पूरा वहाँ के plants के लिए, वहाँ के पौधों के लिए चला जाएगा, right, Ishojit? So it is basically going to पानी waste नहीं जाएगा. The पानी will be rerouted into a indoor garden. That is what you're saying, right, Ishojit?
Somewhat along those lines, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So thanks a ton, Vishwajit. Also about water purifiers with shower. Yes, Mohammed, you're absolutely right. It's also about integrating it with geyser. Okay, thanks, Gaurav, for sharing that. Same with Sanjay. Okay, so there are some interesting thoughts which you guys have put forth. Okay, which can be integrated as part of a tap, as part of a geyser, as part of a pipe. Okay, and the water also can be routed in a way that it is used for plants and other purposes. Okay, so now what actually so I'll give you an instance. Okay, what actually happened. Okay, in the ground level, when we look at India में majority places काफी सारा जगह पे problem है hard water का. Okay, you might have seen कि hard water का एक बहुत बड़ा issue है, and काफी सारे जगह पे because the water is so polluted they have to use excessive chlorine. अभी क्या हो रहा है, places like Chennai and others, you will see that people, they take hair bath with mineral water. Bisleri ka bottle leke aake all लोग hair bath lete hain. This is a ground reality. Okay, so this is the situation. People in the upper middle class having the disposable income do spend money on mineral water to take hair bath. Because of the hard water, there is hair loss, there is skin allergy, all kinds of problems. Okay, अभी उस पे आप सोच के देखो कितना सारा बॉटल वाटर अननेसेसरली हम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं. अगर एक सिंपल सा डिवाइस है जो आपने जैसे बोला टैप के साथ इंटीग्रेट होगा तो ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगा. ओके, नाउ दिस एंटायर कन्वर्सेशन ऑफ माइन हैपेंड विद यूरेका फॉक्स. आई हैड अ मीटिंग विद द सीएमओ एंड द रेस्ट ऑफ द टीम. दिस कन्वर्सेशन हैपेंड व्हेन आई शेयर्ड दिस आइडिया ऑफ मंदार. दे सेड, बॉस हमने ऐसा सोचा ही नहीं, ये डायरेक्शन में हमने कभी सोचा ही नहीं कि ऐसे भी जगह पे हम एक अपॉर्चुनिटी ओपन अप कर सकते. एंड दिस लेड टू, if you now look at this, whatever instance I'm saying happened almost more than a decade before. Today, if you Google and check out online, you have different kinds of purifiers meant to be only for bathroom. Okay, in fact, Forbes has come out with something to remove excessive chlorine, okay, and ensure that your hair is safe. Okay, so what do you come to know? Jenny and Mandar, these are young kids, maybe less than 8-year-old, 5-year-old. Okay, what do they teach us? So I want everybody to put on chat, what is it that we adults, okay, we so-called adults who think that we know everything, what is it that we need to learn from these young kids like Mandar and Jenny? So from everybody, okay, each one of the people who is there in the forum, I request everybody to share anything and everything that comes into your mind. Very nice, Om. Keep it on, okay? Imagination. Beautiful. Gauri says generosity. Wow. Gauri, can you please elaborate why you say generosity? Please elaborate on that, okay? I would like to know. It's a very different perspective. You are absolutely right. Ayush, opportunity sab jagah hai. Koi question silly nahi hai. Absolutely. ओके ये फोरम के पहले एक बात क्लियर है कि कोई भी आइडिया यहाँ पर जज नहीं होता, ये फोरम सबके लिए, each one of you, you are a gem in your own way, you have a thought in your own way. Let us not judge each other's ideas and thoughts. The moment you start judging, they will fall apart. Okay, very beautifully said, Rishabh. Simple things which are happening around us actually become the starting point for us to come up with different kinds of opportunities. Okay, asking questions, very nice, Shreya, keep it on, everybody keep it on. It's all about perception. Anukrit, beautiful, very, very nice. Okay, it's all about how you look at stuff. Everybody has a way of looking at it. Forbes did not think that they had, this is a path, this is an opportunity. The young kid thought about it. Okay, it's about observation. Beautiful, guys, very nice. Okay, so now with this, every thought is important. Yes, Sakshi, it is all about different thoughts, keeping your eyes and ears open. Lovely. Keep it on, guys. Sanjay, listening to everyone's thoughts. Lovely. Very, very nice. Okay. So, guys, with this guys, Mandar and Jenny became the inspiration for my setup. Okay. That is Springs Innovations and later Startup Green, where it first started off with being a postgraduate thesis around 16, 17 years back, where my point was, can children be a source of inspiration for business thinking? Okay, can kids become our inspiration to change the way we look at the world and solve problems? And that thesis finally became the foundation for this little venture called Springs Innovations. Okay, and later in recent years, it became also an integral part of Startup Green. Okay, now with this childlike spirit that you spoke about, okay, the innocence, the imagination that you all brought to life, okay, though you didn't say it through your voice, you kept it alive through the chat. We are going to explore the very simple framework. All right, are you all ready, guys, to explore a very simple framework, taking inspiration from these little kids? Are you able to see the screen? Is the screen visible to everybody? I hope. Cool. Thank you very much, Gauri. Okay, so I encourage everybody in the audience, okay, beyond the people who have already shared, I want all of you, the 476, it's a huge number, okay, all of you to feel generous while you are sharing your thoughts. Okay, so let's start with the first prop. Okay, yes, Diptak, I'm just going to come to you. Okay, thank you very much for starting the conversation. So guys, I want everybody to tell me what are the integral parts of a Rubik's Cube. Please keep the chat on. Every element which is integral, important for the constitution of a Rubik's Cube. Please keep it on. Okay, the cube, it has to be the shape of a cube. Very nice. What else? Colors. Yes, colors bol diya. Motion. Yes, Kunal. So it is the way it moves. It has to move in a direction, right? I say static cube karke main kya Rubik's Cube khelega? There has to be motion. There has to be some kind of a axle in between so that I can rotate. Permutation combination. You're absolutely right. Twisting and turning device. Yes. Order. Yes, there has to be some order in the way the structure is. It just cannot be randomly aise mein color dal diya. Nahi. They are made in a particular order so that I can form the same colors. Okay, very nice, very, very beautiful. Dynamic and very beautiful contrasting colors. Okay, cool geometry, central piece that connects everything. Very nice. Okay, superb. So you have a battery list of all these things. Okay, algorithm. Yes, it should be solvable, Ayush. Yeah, absolutely. तुमने cube तो बना के डाल दिया, हाँ? But लोग को solve करने को ही नहीं हुआ क्योंकि तुमने कुछ लोचा किया है उसके design में. Then what is the use? People परेशान हो जाएगा. Okay, so these are the different integral elements of the cube. जो आपने already बोल दिया है. Okay, interesting part is 43 quintillion combinations है finally for us to reach, you know, the final goal. Okay, so these are the different permutations and combinations. Let's take cone cells. If we don't see color, how we can know that there are lots of colors? Yes, cone cells. If we don't, oh, very interesting, Shravan, you have now gone one beyond the Rubik's Cube. Okay, हमारा perception, हमारा जो color का differentiate करने का जो ability है, That is important so that I'm able to, play the cube, so that I'm able to differentiate. This is yellow and green. Beautiful, Shravan Singh. Thanks for sharing that perspective. Okay. All right. 6 different colors. All right. Now let's pause. Okay. We're going to take one integral element and that is colors. ठीक है? अभी मुझे क्या करना है? ये कलर को मैंने ले लिया. कलर का पर्पस क्या है? आप मुझे बताओ. कलर रूबिक्स क्यूब में क्यों है? Color Rubik's cube में क्यों है? Why do you think? Yes, Sakshi, you are right. Small cubes which make a big cube. Okay, it cannot be just haphazard anything and everything. Okay, that is what you are saying. All right, cool. Can you guys now tell me? Yes, very nice. Differentiate the size. It is to organize. Absolutely. Differentiate करेंगे तभी तो जाके हम पता चलेगा. Okay, ये है green, ये है yellow, ये है white, and the different parts. Okay, so that is the premise. ठीक है? अभी to make it interesting. Fine, guys. अभी color का main purpose, ठीक है, is about differentiation, as you guys rightly said. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the color and I'm going to throw it outside the window. देख मैंने अभी window के बाहर फेंक दिया. अभी आप मुझे बताओ, you guys are going to be the, if we have to redesign a Rubik's cube without colors, okay, how are you going to do it? Let us take 2 minutes to explore. Okay, all right. We have Paschima, you have come up with a good number. Okay, numbers, all right. Number, images, okay, cool. Emojis, interesting. Keep it on. And then I will be adding another layer. Shapes, animals, okay, fine, okay. Now I want you guys to go beyond anything that you can see, okay. शेप हो गया, एनिमल, ये सब क्या है? विजुअल है. इंटरेस्टिंग. हर्षवर्धन, वर्ड्स जो बोला ना, जरा आप उस पे गौर करके बता सकते हो क्या? वर्ड्स को कैसे आप करोगे? सो आर यू गोइंग टू कन्वर्ट इट इनटू अ क्रॉसवर्ड पजल? इंटरेस्टिंग. इट कैन बी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. क्रॉसवर्ड पजल and Rubik's cube. So you are going to not only, form a word, but also you are going to solve the cube in the process. That is going to be very interesting. Okay. Very nice. So logos can be amazing. That can be a very interesting way. Material, textures. Somebody said Braille. I'm going to come to you, okay? Very, very soon. Very soon. Who said Braille? Ankit said, and there is another person who mentioned about Braille. Okay, Divya, you also mentioned about it. Symbols, cool. Sound, beautiful, excellent, Saurabh. Okay, a jingle, a sound. All right. So I had one of my students, again, he probably 12, 13-year-old. He developed a concept of a cube that helps people understand music, understand raga. Okay, so if you want to learn about tunes, learn about raga, वो raga को base पे रखते हुए differentiate करके, he created a musical learning Rubik's cube. Very interesting concept he had come up with. Okay, another person whom I got to know, okay, he was an avid cuber. Okay, nice Paschima, different fabrics, word of mouth. Okay, Tanya, this is something very interesting. I would love to hear more on that. Okay, but can you just elaborate a bit more on the word of mouth thing? Okay, can you just elaborate that word of mouth, what it is? Okay, just elaborate that. Okay, so here it is, guys. Swapnil was an avid cuber. Okay, Swapnil ko, unfortunately, he met with an accident where he lost his eyesight. Okay, he was feeling very restless. He said ki boss, abhi main kya cube nahi kar sakta hai? So he started toying with different craft materials of his young daughter, and he ended up creating what you guys mentioned, a texture-based Rubik's cube. Okay, and then he circulated it to some of the people who were blind, and he created a community for cubing amongst people who are visually impaired. Okay, yes, very interesting, Yogesh. Okay, cube shaped piano, very, very nice. All right, and you had, somebody has already mentioned about, these are all the different options. Somebody came up with a completely, isme color hi nahi hai, only on size. Okay, it is only mirror, it is colorless, based on size. He has, a Korean designer, he came up with this concept. There's a German designer who came up with the Braille cube, which some of you have come up with, okay, which you guys mentioned. So color, जैसे ही हमने window के बाहर फेंक दिया, Look at the number of possibilities you guys have come up with. Numbers हो गया, shape हो गया, word का basis में हो गया, music के basis में हो गया, crossword puzzle हो गया. Okay, then somebody came up with fabric. Okay, bump dots, braille, all of that. Okay, so many different options. Now let's take another concept. Okay, are you guys with me, guys? Are you all with me? Everybody, you guys are doing very nice. Okay, it's a big round of applause if you are able to see me. Okay, it's awesome what you guys are rolling. Okay, so let's take a second concept. Let's take a library. Okay, library. In a library, again, what is so integral about a library? अगर मेरे दिमाग में library करके picture है, तो उसमें क्या-क्या चीजें होना ही चाहिए? Okay, what books? Absolutely, that is the fundamental part. Book के बिना कहाँ library? Correct? Content, shelf होना चाहिए book को रखने के लिए. Absolutely, absolutely. Books are stacked in a particular order. Okay, there are magazines. Yes, very nice. Okay. Knowledge, yes, peace. इसने गौरी ने peace बोला, okay, because वहां पर silence zone है. बात नहीं करते हैं ना, don't talk please, okay. वहां पर board लिखा होता है, right? So you're right, silence, information, study tables, okay. This is the way every library in the world is, right? Now let us go one step forward. Okay, very good, very nice. Let's take books. Okay, books. ज़्यादा करके सब paper books ही होते हैं, right? Paper books होते हैं, magazines होते हैं, all of that. Can you guys? You can also want to brainstorm with some of your friends. Please go ahead and do that. Okay, बिंदा से call करो, brainstorm करो, WhatsApp करो. Feel free. Okay. Can you guys redesign a concept of a library without books? Very nice. Okay, Danik, I'm going to come very close to what you are just picked up. हम बढ़िया से आपने ये conversation start किया. Okay, I'm going to pick that up. Okay, thanks Danik for sharing. Laptop with ebooks. Okay, very nice. Okay, Gauri, you spoke about artificial intelligence. Okay, you're talking about audiobooks is very nice. Just imagine a library. Okay, where people are nicely आराम से ऐसे लेटे हुए हो, हर चेयर के वहां पर एक छोटा सा एक डिवाइस है, उसको तुम सुन रहे हो. There are different podcasts, okay, and anybody and everybody can create a podcast. So you can publish a book, I can publish a book, everything being an audio book. So it's like an open source. सभी लोग अपना उनको लगता है I want to share this, they can share it, create a podcast, okay, and they can upload it on this library. People can come here, read, they can hear, even they can subscribe it on the go. Okay, so that's another very interesting. Walls with screen. Okay, guys, I want you guys to speak. Okay, so अभी कैसे करें ये? Meenal, walls with screens boss क्या है? मुझे ये तो सुनना ही है. Anybody here, can somebody ask Meenal को? Can you unmute Meenal so that I can understand more from her as to what she means by walls with screens? Yeah, I would like to know a little more on this format of library. Sagar, can you unmute Meenal?
Hello,
ma'am. Huh? Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, Meenal, can you please come here and talk to me? Can you share a little bit more on?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, so walls with screens, I mean that because every library has a wall. So on that wall, maybe we can make corners with chairs and only the screen wherein a person with a chair can sit there and read whatever he or she likes.
Come back again, Meenal. Just give me a second, okay? Just give me a second here. Just give me a second, okay? I want to.
Yes,
can you just repeat what you said once more?
I mean that every library will have walls, and in that case, what we can do is on the wall we will embed screens which will be accessible with finger touch, and all we have to arrange is chairs, so people can come forward, sit on a chair, and access those screens and read whatever they want to read.
Okay. All right. Okay. Nice. Thank you very much, Meenal, for coming on mic and sharing your thought. Okay, customized interactive virtual. Yes, you're right. Every screen can become your knowledge sharing device. You're absolutely right. Okay, fingertip we can. Yes, absolutely. You're right. Okay, audiobooks, art and craft. So it is not only about a book with words. There was a concept which came, वो library में word ही नहीं होना चाहिए. It should be only visual. Okay, only visual. So हर book वो है, वो visual एक journey से तुम्हारे को लेके जाता है. Okay, so one is digital, another is non-digital. You can use interactive screens, you can have podcasts, all of them. Animated, yes, absolutely. A library like Comic Con, which is a comics का जो fest रहता है, वैसे this library is only about different kinds of visuals. Okay, now I'm going to share, one person has already shared about it, but I'm going to put a little more emphasis on that, okay? And that is Danik. Okay, thanks for starting the conversation with that, okay? I'm very happy you spoke about it. You're right, chip in brain like music chip in brain, absolutely. Yes, Divya, yeah. Thanks guys, yes. So Danik, to you, okay? This is for, they spoke about human library. What is it? Of us is anybody who wants to share their story can create a table of content and can publish themselves as a book. So each person in that library is an open book. Okay, so for example, let's talk about a person whom I know has faced domestic abuse. Okay, and she wants to empower other people who have facing similar situations, but they don't know where to go. How exactly can I take it up legally? I don't know, right? I'm totally lost. But if this person, they look at the table, they will know what exactly is the background. They can go and they can talk to her. Okay, have a conversation, no more. Okay, so this is one. Another format is a person who has been in finance. Suddenly, he took up a career in scuba diving. Scuba diving करने चला गया वो. Okay, बस वो क्या है जो उसको इंस्पायर किया? वो किस तरह से अपना लाइफ में ये करियर स्विच किया? Again, he has his own table of content. People who are interested can reach out and have a conversation and learn more. Okay. Now, this library is an international movement. Okay. Completely changed the concept of library. Library ऐसे भी हो सकता है क्या? No silence. यहाँ तो conversations होता है. Exactly the opposite. Okay. Now, my question to all of you is, why did it connect with people so strongly? लाइब्रेरी तो है, बुक तुम्हारे को चाहिए नॉलेज जाके पढ़ो. आजकल तो ई लाइब्रेरी भी है, पॉडकास्ट भी है, सब है. What was so strong about the human library concept that it connected with people world over? So I want everybody to just reflect on this. Okay, beautiful, very nice, Ishwari. Can you keep rolling, guys? I want perspectives from everybody. What made human library so powerful that it connected with people across different parts of the world? Okay, it is experience, real experience. Book में तेरे को क्या मिलेगा रे बाबा? Book is something जो हुआ है, analyze किया है, तूने document किया है, fine. But you know, unique questions जो तुम्हारे दिमाग में रहता है ना, कि for example, there is a person who is a transgender, has going through a very rough time in the society को किस तरह से fit होना. There is a person who has gone through that journey. She's ready to share. I would like to know more. I have questions going in my mind. I have been raised by, let's say a person has been raised by, you know, foster parents. They have questions as to how to cope up with things. Should I go and connect with my, you know, birth mother? There are so many questions that people have, which your book will not answer. Okay, and human library, actually, yes, you're right, Akshat. Consultancy also, it acts as a consultancy. Somebody is good with analytics. They want to share more data. They want to know more about cyber security. Okay, they can reach out to people and get that information. Yes, absolutely. People can correlate. It's a personal story. Okay, beautiful. Thank you very much, guys. Superb. Okay, now let me share another instance. Now, as I said, which I have not, you know, it's I wanted to share a while back. Okay, I have been very fortunate to be a co-founder of Startup Green along with two other environment veterans. Okay, and in that we actively nurture ventures to address different environment and social issues. Okay, and I'm going to share a very little story of one of the ventures. Okay, so I'll give you a background. The background is this. Can you see on screen, guys? I hope you are able to see what is on screen. You can see the pane slide. Just one of you just tell me yes or no. Okay, yes, thanks, thank you very much. Cool. Okay, So guys, this is the situation, okay, that we all know that every book, every learning journey of ours, paper has been so important. That's part of the learning, learning ecosystem, I would call it as, okay. But did you know that in an hour, one tree at least is cut for, making paper, all right? And usme se 35 to 40% roughly utna hi percentage of paper actually recycle hota hai. बाकी सब majority, nearly 85 million tons से भी ऊपर, actually they end up in the landfill dump yard, which finally becomes, toxic waste. Okay, so imagine that तुम tree काटते हो paper बनाने के लिए, okay, वो सब होता है, recycle भी नहीं करते हो, and finally तुम जो oxygen giver है और उसके अंदर CO2 डाल देते. So that this is what is currently happening. Okay. Now this pained one of our ventures. It pained us too, but one of our ventures. Her name is Jyoti. Jyoti said, book का integral part yes paper है, वही हमने देखा है, right? मुझे ऐसे books बनाने. She was into books. She had her own library. Okay, she had her own library. I want to create a concept of books जहाँ पर paper नहीं हो यार. And I envision a library where everything, whether it is a toy or a book, is made out of cloth. Sorry, made out of some material, what it is, okay? Sorry, I'll just share what it was. So she went on a journey. She went on field, research किया, अलग-अलग चीजें, alternatives क्या हो सकते हैं, paper नहीं तो क्या, उसके ऊपर उसने R&D किया, उसमें से she ended up coming, nice, very nice girl, okay? You're right. Okay, so that can be one of the, yes, absolutely. Okay, thank you, Alok. Thank you for sharing that piece of information. Now, this entire search led her to another very important problem. The problem is about textile waste. So I just want to share a very sad thing that all हम बड़े-बड़े brands से इतने enamored होते हैं ना. So there is one leading brand. I will name it. It's H&M. They had dumped nearly 4.3 billion worth of unused clothes in the dump yard. जाके किसी जिनको उसकी जरूरत है उनको जाके नहीं दे सकते, नहीं किया, क्योंकि उनका ब्रांड का वैल्यू जो है ना वो कम हो जाए, वो नहीं कर सकते हैं. So they just dumped it, and ऐसे ही मेंटालिटी में कई सारे बड़े ब्रांड्स ऑपरेट करते हैं. Okay, many brands operate like that, and same way many factories have a lot of textile waste. कपड़ा बनता है, बाद में कपड़ा बचता है, टेलर के पास भी कपड़ा बचता है. So this is how it is. Textile waste is a huge issue. Okay, and more so because textile business, जो हम फैशन इंडस्ट्री बोलते हैं ना, मुझे नया कपड़ा चाहिए, I want to impress my peers, ये चक्कर में फास्ट मूविंग बिजनेस हो गया है टेक्सटाइल, जिसके कारण the waste generated is much more. Okay, so now Jyoti observed this. She said, I will turn the textile waste into different kinds of books, and she experimented, and this is different concepts that she started creating. Okay, in fact, she made prototypes, okay, and she tested it with preschools, tested it with parents. They loved it. You know why they loved it? अरे सोच के देखो, एक बुक है, बुक अगर बच्चा अगर उसको देख रहा है, कहीं ना कहीं तो क्रम्बल हो जाता है, थोड़ा सा उसमें वो क्या बोलते हैं, उसमें डॉग्स ईयर्स आ जाता है. All those things happen. The book sometimes उसका shelf life कम रहता है if it is not handled properly. Okay, and children they will sort of mess it. Okay, ये क्या है, कुछ भी करो तो फटता ही नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं होता है. Okay, so for preschool teachers, even for people, it was having a longer shelf life. In fact, it just didn't tear. Okay, and this concept, now what she's trying to do is taking it one step, they're trying to take it one step further. She is involving, so she is tied up with a NGO called Seva and turning this into a livelihood creation project for the tribal communities of Sanjay Gandhi National Park. Sanjay Gandhi National Park has almost many people, many families, जिनको वो involve करेगी for stitching. She will share the concept, they will stitch, and those products in turn will go to different preschools. And beautiful design has got formed, okay, which she also wants to turn it into a full-fledged cloth library. That is her vision. Okay, so this is beautiful story of Jyoti. Now let's go to another one before we take this one step forward. Okay, अभी हमने ये हो गया, आपका रूबिक्स क्यूब हो गया, लाइब्रेरी हो गया. अभी आते हैं आपके फेवरेट टॉपिक EV. Absolutely, Mohammed. EV के साथ why people are not easily migrating to EV vehicles? Can you please share me your perspectives? What is the issue? क्यों public easily EV vehicles पे नहीं जाते? क्या उनको लगता है issue? आप just 1-2 मिनट आपके जो भी thoughts है आप share करते जाओ. Okay? All right. Mohammed said infrastructure. Mohammed, can you just elaborate a little on the infrastructure? क्या आप, what do you mean by infrastructure? Okay, just elaborate a little on that. So very nice, excellent. Okay, one being the cost, range anxiety, super point. अरे मैं निकलने वाला है, okay, I'm going to be driving. मुझे टेंशन है ना बस, बीच में सडनली मेरा ये बंद हो गया तो मैं क्या करेगा अभी? ओके, और सब जगह पे तो चार्जिंग स्टेशंस नहीं है. करंटली सीएनजी के साथ में भी वो प्रॉब्लम है, राइट? सीएनजी का उतना ही स्टेशन है. ओके, वैसे ईवी का स्टेशन ही नहीं है चार्जिंग के, राइट? लैक ऑफ सर्विस स्टेशन, एब्सोल्युटली, टोटली. Initial causes scarce availability, absolutely. Okay, so charging, what I understand very strongly, charge नहीं है, charging station नहीं है. Okay, कैसे में जाएगा? That's a huge concern. अभी सोच के देखो. Okay, अभी सोच के देखो. Yes, you are right. Lobbying of oil companies, एकदम सही बोला ऋषभ. Okay, it's a good point that you raised, right? We will not go much into that, but you have raised a very important point. Charging is an issue. अभी ये बाहर आता है. What if we don't have to charge? और if we कैसा चलेगा EV का तो पूरा premise charging पे है. Okay, so what if we don't have to charge? ठीक है, अभी ये जो thought है, this thought went behind the creation of a very interesting model. Okay, and the model is battery swapping stations. So Bounce is a company, it's a Bangalore-based startup. They have come up with their own EVs. And they are investing heavily in creating number of electric charging stations across. Okay, so that is one part, but not charging, but battery swapping station. Battery swapping क्या है? तुझे वहां जाना है, तेरा बैटरी लिया, उसमें डाला, ऑलरेडी चार्ज बैटरी लिया, डाल दिया, खत्म, निकलो वहां से. जैसे तू पेट्रोल के लिए तेरे को टाइम लगता है, which is just few seconds, उतना ही few seconds तेरे को लगेगा तेरे ईवी को वहां से लेके जाए. ओके, सो दे आर स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड बैटरीज. इट कैन ओनली ऑपरेट इफ द बैटरीज आर स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड. हर का एक रहेगा तो ये नहीं हो सकता है. ओके, एब्सोल्युटली. सो बैटरी स्वैपिंग स्टेशंस, बैटरी swapping centers is something that has been looked at apart from another thing where you're trying to say अरे मेरा बैटरी चार्ज कितना कम से कम टाइम में हो सकता है. That is one thing which is happening, but this is something which is very, very strongly happening. And it happened because this guy said, चार्जिंग नहीं करना है, बस चार्जिंग के बिना कैसे हम उसको रफू चक्कर आगे लेके जा सकते हैं. Okay, now दूसरा person, okay, this guy is actually from BJTI. What he came up with is ऑटो कॉन्सेप्ट जो पूरा सोलर पैनल से बना हुआ. ओके, सोलर पैनल से बेसिकली चार्ज ही नहीं, चार्ज ही हो रहा है. चार्ज सेपरेट जगह की जरूरत ही नहीं है. यू आर चार्जिंग ऑन द वे ऑन द रूट. ओके, सो गाइस, नाउ ओवर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. रूबिक्स क्यूब हो गया, लाइब्रेरी हो गया, इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल हो गया, अलग अलग एलिमेंट्स आप लोग ने बाहर निकाला. ये जो पूरा कैनवस है, कैन यू गाइस नाउ टेल मी what is it that we are trying to unfold? What is it that we are trying to learn through this entire? What is the thinking process? Okay, yes, what is the thinking process? किस तरह से हम इसमें सोच रहे हैं और ये सोच से क्या आउटपुट बाहर निकल रहा है? What are we learning through this entire discussion and journey? Okay, so please, yes, thank you Sagar for sharing that. Okay, and thanks for allowing. So people, anybody you want to talk, okay, you want to share your thought, please feel free to put a T so that we can hear from you. Okay, so please feel free to put a T if you want to talk. Okay, because I think Sagar has allowed our. Okay, very nice. Global to solve the existing easy life unique points. Very nice. Okay, I'm going to ask another question here. हम कैसे सोच रहे थे? हमारा जो थिंकिंग प्रोसेस है वो कैसा था गाइस? क्या कोई बता सकता है? नाइस करें, ऑल्टरनेट। तो आज का जो टॉपिक है, ये सब जो बड़े बड़े जार्गन है ना, ये मुझे समझ में ही नहीं आता है। ओके, आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड दिस इनोवेशन, क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग, ये सबको मारो गोली। आज हमने एक्चुअली सोचा कैसे? कैन यू समबडी जस्ट ओके एम्पैथाइज? वेरी नाइस। ओके, हाउ वाज द वे दैट वी थॉट? कैन समबडी, व्हाट वाज द क्रक्स ऑफ द होल थिंग? कैन समबडी हाईलाइट दैट? जो हम सोचने का पैटर्न था राइट फ्रॉम द टाइम, वन इज ऑब्जर्वेशन, ओके, व्हाट एल्स गाइस, व्हाट अदर एस्पेक्ट? डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव, यस दैट वाज द आउटपुट, बट हमने सोचा कैसे? वो आउटपुट पर्सपेक्टिव आया कैसे? क्रिएटिव, ठीक है, ये सब वर्ड, ऑल राइट, ये सब जार्गन है बॉस। मुझे कोई भी एक जन भी मुझे आंसर नहीं कर रहा है मेरे क्वेश्चन को। ओके, हम कैसे? ओके फाइन, ऑल राइट, ब्रेकिंग द स्टेटस को, ऑल राइट, ब्रेकिंग द स्टेटस को। आई एम गोइंग टू जस्ट share a framework with all of you. Okay, core value, all right, very nice. Okay, there are 2-3 pointers that I'm going to be taking forward, and that is this thing. You guys can, if you want, take a snapshot if you're able to see the screen very clearly. Okay, what did you do? Rubik's cube होने दे, हर चीज रहने दे, पहला चीज तुमने क्या किया? वो क्यूब को निकाला, डिकंस्ट्रक्ट किया। क्या किया हमने? तोड़ा ना, तोड़ा तो पता चला अरे इसमें इतने सारे अलग अलग पार्ट्स है, कलर इंपॉर्टेंट है, हर इक्वल साइज इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये सब आज की तारीख में इंपॉर्टेंट है। ओके, डिकंस्ट्रक्ट कर दिया, राइट? अभी नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या है? उसमें से सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज लो और उसको विंडो के बाहर फेंक दो। बट विंडो के बाहर फेंकने के पहले आस्क योरसेल्फ, दो ये है क्यों? कलर है क्यों? ओके, और इसका पर्पस क्या है? And then you ask yourself, how can I meet this purpose in other different ways? So you start redesigning. Okay, without colors, how else can I do? You go on a search. Okay, you come up with different options. उसके बाद में सबसे बड़ा important part है that you need to back it up with ground reality. ज्योति backed it up, right? ज्योति ने जब उसको पता चला अरे okay मुझे अभी पेपर नहीं चाहिए, she went on a search. She started understanding. Then she got, अरे cloth waste is a huge problem. Now that how I can use and solve this problem. Okay, so one problem का जो trigger है उससे दूसरा problem निकला, and that put together came up with the whole cloth book का solution, right? So you need to back it up with strong insights, strong facts, ground reality. Same way with your Forbes का. Okay, Forbes में क्या हुआ? Forbes के केस में what was the backing? कि boss, majority places in India there is a problem, over chlorination, hard water problem है। ये चीज को highlight करना important है। Back your concepts with strong research insights, and this is what you guys explore right now. Okay, so guys, let's do a mass exercise. This is for everybody. Now in this exercise I want you guys, we are going to take up one thing, we are going to apply it. ठीक है, और इसमें let us take hotel. ठीक है, होटल निकालते हैं हम। रेडी है गाइस? होटल, ओके, होटल is incomplete. So in this exercise, remember one thing, okay? Once we are through with the common thing, I want you guys to form groups and we are going to do an exercise in groups. ठीक है? Hotel is incomplete without what? Keep listing down every single element. Food, सब बोलते जाओ, जो जो आता है, guests, yes, rooms, how should a hotel be? ओके, उसमें क्या क्या डिपार्टमेंट है जो इंपॉर्टेंट है, जिसके बिना होटल अधूरा है, सब कुछ बोलते जाओ। जस्ट कीप पुटिंग, ओके? एम्प्लॉइज, यस दे आर इंपॉर्टेंट, पैंट्री, यस फूड इज इंपॉर्टेंट, पैंट्री इज इंपॉर्टेंट, कीप गोइंग, ओके? जस्ट कीप गोइंग, कीप अ लिस्ट, बड़ा लिस्ट बनाते जाओ। विल टॉक अबाउट इट फॉर प्रोबेबली few seconds and then we will go on to the next step. Okay, so keep it on guys. Oh fantastic, yeah, no problem. Okay, no problem guys, no worry, no problem at all, don't worry. Okay, मिशन प्ला एंड मिशन सेन. ओके, सूरज ने मिशन प्ला एंड मिशन सेन. अभी ये बॉस मुझे एकदम पता नहीं बॉस तू क्या बोल रहा है. ओके सूरज, प्लीज ट्रांसलेट दिस लैंग्वेज, मुझे नहीं समझ में आया. मिशन प्ला एंड मिशन सेन क्या है ये जरा बोल देना. ओके, हॉस्पिटैलिटी, बाथरूम, ओके, कस्टमर्स, यस, व्हाट एल्स, ब्यूटीफुल, सेटिस्फैक्शन एंड कंफर्ट, यस, कटलरी, वेटर, ओके, मैन पावर, कूल, पार्किंग, ओके ओके, यू रेस्ट, लग्जरी, एवरीथिंग. ओके, वाटर, वाटर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, हाइजीन, ठीक है. अभी इसको हम आगे आगे डायरेक्ट लोकेशन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, उसके बिना कैसे चलता है, राइट? सो अभी हम क्या करते हैं, लेट अस लिस्ट देम. इट इज इनकम्प्लीट विदाउट रेवोल्यूशन. अरे revolution. I hope, I wish I could hear all of you. Okay, I know that कि यहाँ पर restrictions है, but I wish I could know more about your revolution. Okay, cuisines, yes, all right. So what we'll do is, I'm going to list everything here. Okay, guest details, जो भी आपने बोला वो यहाँ पर है. Okay, recreation, transport, tourist info, luggage room, paper, accessories, fire security, fixed structure. You need to have some structure, है, concrete हो या wood हो, or cement, sand, whatever. Okay, that is the way a hotel is built, a hotel is made. Okay, these are the elements. Okay, entertainment meals, all of that. Okay, now guys, I know that you need not form groups for me, don't worry, but if you want to discuss and brainstorm with your friends on WhatsApp call, feel free to do that. Okay, but what I want from all of you are cutting edge concepts. प्लीज गूगल मत करना. मुझे आपका माइंड, आपका इमेजिनेशन चाहिए. ओके, सो कैन यू रीइमेजिन अ होटल विदाउट एनी ऑफ दिस? यू कैन टेक अप probably a structure. You can say कि hotel without a structure, a hotel without a check-in check-out time, a hotel without people, a hotel without. So take any element of your choice and come up with a hotel concept. Okay, which is not in existence. आगे पीछे हमारा नहीं है. Okay, it's something which is completely new. And tell me why you think is this concept important. ठीक है? Ready guys? All right. So I'm keeping this slide in front of you. You guys can discuss with your friends. I'm going to be giving you guys 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, 5 is maximum, 3 minutes. Okay, so 7:22, your time starts now. Okay, you can discuss it with your friends. Feel free to do that. And once you have discussed, you have come up with a concept, detail it out. कैसा होगा ये? What element have you challenged? You said challenging status quo. Okay, what element did you challenge? And उसमें से क्या निकला? Okay, so just brainstorm with your friends, and I would like to hear different concepts of hotel. Are you able to hear me, guys? Is that clear? All of you, please tell me a yes or a no or something on chat. I hope I'm clear to all of you. Yes, all right. Thank you, Aditya. Okay, thanks, guys. Okay, please, you huddle up amongst yourself. There is no problem. Huddle and discuss on call, discuss on WhatsApp. Come back and start typing. Okay, so let's put all the thoughts in the next 2-3 minutes. Keep it rolling. And if somebody wants to talk, we'll figure out a way how we can do that. So coming up with a concept of a hotel where it's incomplete without all these things that you mentioned, let us knock it off. Let us put it out of the window. And if you have to redesign a concept, how exactly will it be? Think about it. Discuss with yourself, guys. I'm going to be quiet for a minute, and then I would like to hear from all of you. सोचो आप और कैसे हम कर सकते हैं, क्या और कॉन्सेप्ट इसमें से बाहर निकल सकता है. और जैसे जैसे थॉट्स आते रहता है ना, just keep putting it on chat. Okay guys, just keep putting it on chat. If you want to talk, just put a T. We'll figure out. If you want to explain a concept, you can put a T. Come on guys, keep it rolling. I'll shut my mouth, नहीं तो आपका thinking बोलते हैं ना वो flow चला जाए. I'll be quiet. Sorry. You're right, Sahil. Okay, Airbnb somewhere created a completely different model. You're absolutely right. Okay, I'm glad that you brought it up. Okay, Airbnb said that कि बॉस होटल यानी इसी तरह से एक जगह पे जाके ये सब चीज होना जरूरी नहीं है. Okay, it can also be part of an existing infrastructure, right, Sahil? And that is the way this entire new business model of Airbnb came into picture. Thanks for bringing that up. Can others share some fresh concepts? Can you think about any other concept, guys? Anybody wishes to paid couch surfing? Yes, Manthan, very nice. So guys, talking about couch surfing is a very interesting concept. It is very similar to Airbnb, but there people don't charge. Anybody who's a traveler can open their doors and they can have people come over. They share their experiences. Okay, so that is the whole platform of couchsurfing. Paid couchsurfing somewhere is very related to Airbnb, right, Manthan? If you talk about paid couchsurfing, it is like, okay, caravan. Interesting. Okay, Anukrit, you can have a caravan as a format जहां पर तुम्हारे को fixed structure चाहिए नहीं. You can actually create an entire hospitality concept around caravan. किसी को अगर caravan चाहिए to X location, अभी car rental ले रहे हैं, right? Car rental के बदले can we have a caravan, okay, which can be taken on rental. Okay, so that is one another automated. Yeah, so bots can be used. Everything is automated. You don't have people intervention. All right, free to stay. Pranav, ये तो बहुत ही solid है, boss. जिनको भी जाना है वहां पर आप अगर बुक करेंगे, ये बहुत ब्यूटीफुल कॉन्सेप्ट है. ओके, समथिंग दैट प्रणव अगर हम मिले तो हमें जरूर इसके बारे में ज्यादा बात करना चाहिए. ओके, सो इमेजिन अ कॉन्सेप्ट where people don't have to pay. The question now is who will pay? We need to figure out that option. Okay, but it will be that limited seats available. अगर आपने book किया first come first basis में, you can stay here and enjoy the place. Okay, for free. All right, Zostel, yes, you're right, like capsules. Okay, I'm going to talk about a little more on Zostel. Okay, ships. All right, Gauri, again, ship. Broken ships can be converted into some kind of a structure. Okay, so guys, let me give this, thanks a ton for sharing what you shared. I'm going to share a little more on what you said. Okay, so a few years back this happened बहुत पहले. Okay, तभी के time में ये concept actually बहुत. Okay, there is Shashank has come up with something. Okay, Shashank, I'm going to read out what you said and then I'm going to go out and share. Okay, I'm thinking of a hotel where there is no staff other than cleaning and housekeeping. All right, you will enter, you will see a display of rooms which are vacant. You want to book the room for a day, you click and see the images included. Okay, OTR after payment, you get the key on that thing. All right, cool. Thank you, Shashank. Shashank, very similar to what you mentioned. Okay, happened some years back with a company named Hit Rental. Okay, so I just want to quickly share some concept with all of you. I was at a place backpacking in Interlaken. Okay, a place. वहां पर मैं है ना 2 बजे या 2:30 कुछ मैं रीच हुआ और वहां जाके आई एम सीइंग दैट बॉस कोई भी नहीं है रिसेप्शन में. ओके, तो मेरा चेक इन तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. एंड देन कहा तो पड़ा कि बॉस लोग 3:30 को ही आएंगे. ये इंफॉर्मेशन पहले मुझे पता ही नहीं था. ओके, सो यहाँ तो एटलीस्ट कोई तो रहता है, वहां कोई नहीं रहे इंटरलाकन विलेज में. ओके, सो वी वेंट अराउंड, डिड सम टाइम पास, फिर वापस आए, फिर हमको फाइनली 3:30 को मिला. दैट इंसिडेंट के बाद में वी सेड नेक्स्ट होटल जब जाएंगे ना पहले से पूछ लेंगे बॉस चेक इन टाइम क्या है, लोग रहेंगे क्या. उसमें इट वाज हिट रेंटल. The moment we wrote a message, this happened almost more than a decade back. Okay, Hit Rental immediately replied back and they said that we will give you a code. They gave us a code. वो कोड को लेके हम गए, exactly वो एक बॉक्स खुला, चाबी लिया, सेल्फ चेक इन किया and we took that key, put it back in that stuff and there was absolutely no people interaction. Okay, this is a place where labor is costly. So अगर लोग को एम्प्लॉय करना हो तो वो बहुत ही बड़ी परेशानी है. इंडिया में वो नहीं करना चाहिए, लोगों को एम्प्लॉय करना चाहिए. ओके, सो दिस कॉन्सेप्ट enabled people, this now has become a norm. तो अगर आप Airbnb में भी जाओगे, people are in Mumbai but they are having a homestay in Panchagani, it is completely self check-in. लोग की जरूरत ही नहीं है. ओके, कोड चेंज करने के लिए एक पर्सन है जो केयरटेकर या कोई करता रहता है. So this has become the format which Hit Rental started off at that point of time. Now it has become a norm. Okay, Interesting, very nice, Tanya. Okay, bunker hotels in forest, very interesting. Okay, now coming to hostel, which you said, another very interesting concept. यहाँ पर उन्होंने बोला चेक इन चेकआउट टाइम फिक्स्ड होना ही नहीं चाहिए, एंड दैट लेड टू द होल कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ हॉस्टल बॉक्सटेल. सो बॉक्सटेल इज अ कॉन्सेप्ट, इट्स अ मॉडल व्हिच इज इंटीग्रेटेड इन एयरपोर्ट्स. आपने देखा होगा. ओके, तो यहाँ क्या है कि पीपल हैव, you know, when they have a flight to catch, they have a layover, they have to come out of the airport, फिर एक जगह पे चेक इन करना, वहां पर उनको एक कैब सर्विस बुक करना पड़ता है, 3 घंटे का सोते हैं, फिर वापस आ जाते हैं एयरपोर्ट. ऑल दिस वाज झंझट, राइट? इट वाज झंझट. सो बॉक्सटेल कंप्लीटली चेंज दिस. उन्होंने बोला बॉस कहीं मत जाओ, होटल के एयरपोर्ट के अंदर ही रहो. 1 घंटा के लिए चाहिए फाइन 1 घंटा, 2 घंटा के लिए चाहिए फाइन 2 घंटा. ओके, and they applied the model of what you see nowadays in telecom कि इतना तुमने डेटा यूज किया बॉस, इतना पैसा, इतना अनलिमिटेड है, ओके दिस इज द अमाउंट. ओके, that kind of a pay per use model got implemented by Boxtel. Another concept very interesting. Okay, ये तो एक another level पे लेके गया है, that is the concept of a hotel with no walls. अरे ये क्या है? Null stern is the hotel. It uses minimum material to construct the entire structure. Okay, and it is constructed in no time, but at the same time it is one of the most expensive hotel concepts, and it has a waiting for over a year. लोग wait करते हैं वो होटल में बुक करने के लिए, because there is no wall. The entire nature is what is the background. Okay, there is another venture in our group. His name is Marvin. He challenged the format of construction. He said material, cement, sand, कुछ नहीं use होना है. Okay, he started experimenting with industrial waste. Industrial waste को निकाला और उससे tiles बनाया, and tiles बना के now he is in the process of creating a wellness center in the outskirts of Mangalore. Marvin is another environmentalist in Mangalore. He is also one of the ventures part of our startup green group, and we are very happy to have been in his journey in building this entire, you know, wellness center. Okay, so guys, क्या time है अभी? 7:32. Okay, I just want to share a last example before we do a closure. ठीक है, अभी herbs and medicines, ठीक है, एक बहुत बड़ा मार्केट है, आपको पता है. So ये मार्केट क्यों हुआ ना? क्योंकि डाबर, पतंजलि, all these Ayurvedic companies, they wanted those material. What are those materials? आतिश, अश्वगंधा, अलग अलग जो herbs है, उसका डिमांड बहुत बढ़ने लगा. तो क्या हुआ? एक इंटरेस्टिंग ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन. Farmers used to find it very difficult to grow their normal crops. उससे पैसा भी कम मिलता था, मेंटेनेंस भी ज्यादा था. So they started shifting to herbs and medicine because less maintenance, less water, and it gave them nearly 3 to 4 times more return. Okay, so this is the market of herbs and medicine. Generally people have their own land. वो land में वो लोग अपना herbs medicines grow करते हैं. ठीक है, अभी मेरे 2 ventures थे, उसका नाम है Biren. They are from Orissa and they work very closely with non-profits. They have their own non-profit and work closely with the grassroots level people in Orissa. Okay, they don't have a land. उनके पास land नहीं है, फिर भी वो herbs and medicines का business करना चाहते हैं. ठीक है, land नहीं है, but उनको क्या करना है? Business करना है, ये venture बनाना है. So my last question to all of you is, okay, what win-win model do you propose for Biren and his friend if they have to grow their herbs and medicine venture? How else can they grow? किस तरह से उसको build कर सकते हैं? क्या मॉडल बन सकता है इसमें से? मैं 1 मिनट रखने वाली हूँ. Please feel free to put all. Very nice. Okay, Pranav. So imagine Biren and Biren's friend telling different people, different housing complexes in Bhubaneswar that boss, आपके terrace में हम ये herb and medicine grow करेंगे. Okay, look at this model. Okay, interesting. उसमें से जो पैसा मिलता है उसका एक पोर्शन आपको जाए, यानी सोसाइटी को उसमें से पैसा मिल रहा है. All right, and we will take one. So they have a percentage sharing model with the society housing complex. Very nice. Okay. Another one. Yes, there are farmers. They are looking for help. They don't know what to do. They are not getting enough income. Biren and his friend will come say, don't worry, we will help you increase the yield. आपके पास लैंड है, वो लैंड को कैसे प्रोडक्टिविटी करना है, उसमें से कैसे इनकम बेटर जनरेट करना है, हम आपको बताएंगे. So they tie up with farmers, they help them build the herb and medicine venture. Again, they have a profit sharing model. Okay. All right. Yes, Kushal, I will repeat it once again. Okay. Biren and his friend, okay, they wanted to start a herb and medicine venture. उसके लिए लैंड तो लगता है, पर उनके पास लैंड नहीं था. लैंड के बिना अगर ये वेंचर को खड़ा करना है तो किस तरह का इंटरेस्टिंग बिजनेस मॉडल हम क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. टिपिकली पीपल हैव देयर ओन लैंड, दे ग्रो हर्ब्स एंड दैट इज हाउ इट वर्क्स. बट इनके पास लैंड ही नहीं है तो कैसे करेंगे? व्हाट विन विन मॉडल्स कैन बी क्रिएट? Okay, that is the question. Okay, fine, Kushal. All right. Okay, so terrace farming, floor farming. All right. Okay. Yes, hydroponics. Okay. Yes, Mona. Hydroponics is another one. Okay. Underwater structure, interesting. पानी के नीचे हम अभी कैसे करें? अभी उसमें over water भी होना नहीं चाहिए because herbs and medicines don't need too much water. So how are we going to make it underwater? Okay. So keep it on. Very nice. That is true. Farmers is one, terrace gardeners, housing complexes is another. Let us take another route over and above what you shared. Okay. So what is it that we are trying to do? So let me share a story again. There is a huge problem in not only Orissa, in different parts of our country, that many children, you know, they don't have a proper, they want to learn, but उनके पास में school सही ढंग का नहीं है क्योंकि स्कूल के पास पैसा नहीं. सो दे हैव ऑल दिस ग्रांट्स देयर, दे आर सेइंग कि तुम पैसा दोगे ओके स्कूल चलाने के लिए, बट वो पैसा जाता ही नहीं है स्कूल्स को. सो मेनी ऑफ द रूरल स्कूल्स दे हैव फाइनेंशियल डिस्ट्रेस एंड दे आर ऑन द वर्ज ऑफ क्लोजिंग डाउन, making because of which many children, they are not going to have a school. This is an issue which Biren and his friend came to know from their ground study. So what they decided, they came to know another interesting thing. School के पास land है, ground है काफी. Ground के साथ करे क्या? जगह है बच्चों के लिए खेलने के लिए, excess ground है. So they decided, boss हम क्या करेंगे? ये स्कूल के साथ में tie up करेंगे. हम स्कूल को बचाएंगे बंद होने से. Okay? So स्कूल का जो ground है वो हो जाएगा herbs and medicines का अड्डा. वहां से जो प्रॉफिट होता है उससे एक पोर्शन स्कूल को जाएगा ताकि स्कूल खड़ा हो. वहां के बच्चे they won't have to, you know, they can continue their education. So this entire herbs and medicines venture will help in preventing over 100 schools from shutting down. Okay, so that was an interesting model in which these guys have already started working. All right, guys. So now from my side, this is a closure. Okay. What is it that has been your understanding? आप healthcare में हो, retail में हो, हर चीज में हो, जो भी field में हो, ये जो basic template है, you can apply it and you can come up with alternative business models, alternative product concepts, alternative service concepts that will change the course of doing business. That will make a difference. So design thinking, innovation, ये सब चीज का एक ही मुद्दा है. Can we create a difference in the life of people? Can we solve some fundamental problems? Okay, idea ऐसे ही नहीं आता है, मैं समझ सकती हूँ. इसके लिए ये structures है ताकि हमारे mind के अंदर जो अलग-अलग ways of thinking उसको क्या करते हैं, वो trigger करते हैं. Okay, और ये trigger करने से you will be able to come up with different possibilities to make a difference in your own life. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks a ton for all the inputs that you guys gave and for keeping the chat so alive and kicking. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. A great big round of applause to all the people, okay? All of you. बहुत सारे जन हैं जो आपको मुझे बोलना, बहुत सारे नाम हैं. आप सभी को very, very nice. Thank you, guys. Any questions that you have, please feel free to put your thoughts. I'll be very happy to answer your questions. Please, it's my pleasure, guys. It would have been wonderful to honestly meet all of you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks a ton, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was
Yes.
such an interactive and engaging session.
Thank you.
Hats off to your energy, passion, and enthusiasm. I'm sure, students have loved the way you have conducted this session. And as a faculty also, you've inspired us to look at design thinking and innovation in absolutely simplistic way. Hats off to you for
Thank you.
session.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank
It
you.
was a truly brilliant session.
Thanks a ton, guys.
And I'm sure students are now awaiting for your formal introduction. With your permission, if you can do it now.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much, Deepa. Thanks.
So let me just quickly introduce today's guest speaker, Ms. Savita Rajiv. We all have heard her, and she's truly inspiring. And how she started her journey is possibly thinking at the grassroots level, where she thought that possibly children are the source of business ideas, and why not to take that as a part of her life mission. And that's where the Springs innovations came alive. Perhaps from 2006, she's been inspiring people in the area of creativity, design thinking, innovation, and entrepreneurial driven mindset to solve some of the grassroots level problems also. We are truly fortunate today to have such an illustrious speakers today that she's conducted over 1 lakh man hours of learning and development across all different sections. And ma'am, you've inspired, in your profile, it is written over 10,000 young minds. And I think we would want to add 500 more, which is today's session. So she's actually inspired about 10,500 young minds. And when I'm saying young minds, it's across 7 years to 70 years, be it like a student, be it like professionals, or maybe entrepreneurs. Ma'am has conducted sessions with the University of Arts London, Mahindra Finance, Abbott India, HDFC, to just name few. And as a part of V-School family, ma'am has played a crucial role with our management development programs, where she's driven the programs for L&T, LIC, Bayer, M&M, etc. So ma'am, it's a wonderful thing to have you on board today. Just to add a few more, feather in her cap is her firm was amongst top 500 Power of Ideas, Economic Times 2012-13. She has featured in media platforms like ET Now, The Giving Circle, Z5 as part of their events. And she's also presented at the Cherry Blair Foundation for Women Conference in UK. Just a brief about her educational qualification. She's a graduate from prestigious Narasimhanji College and postgraduate from Mudra Institute of Communication, which actually are foundation for a lot of creativity and innovation as well. So ma'am, we are truly glad to have you today, and your storytelling, your simple activities have actually engaged all of us and inspired us in terms of innovation and design thinking. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Deepa, for all your kind words. And I would like to know from everybody, okay, all the students, if you guys want to ask me something, please feel free to do that. I'll be happy to, clarify. Anything that you want to know more, feel free to ask me. I will be there.
No, they want you to come for a physical session. By the way, we have started physical sessions. Huh?
Okay, cool, nice. I remember वो बोलते हैं ना वो अपना फ्लोर 6 का 621 को देख के अभी 2 साल ऊपर हो गया.
So do come, definitely. It will be a lovely experience for students.
Yes.
We'll have more sessions.
Yeah. So before we move to the next thing, I would request everyone to please switch on their camera so that we can take a picture for a record purpose as well. So everybody can please switch on their camera. And Amaya, is it requesting you if you can take a picture?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Savita, you logged in from 2 accounts.
Yeah. 2 accounts.
Yes, ma'am, done.
Okay. And can we take few questions? Is it possible, Kaustubh sir?
Yeah. She's actually, that's what Savita said. So
Yeah. So if students have questions, please put it in chat window, and ma'am is happy to take on the questions.
अभी क्वेश्चन पूछने में भी बहुत सोचो मत गाइस, जो भी आता है बिंदास. हम लोग बहुत जज करते हैं हमारे, वी आर वेरी, अनफॉर्चुनेट थिंग इज हमारा जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम है ना, वो कभी भी हमारे को एक जजमेंटल थिंकिंग में ग्रूम करता है.
Right, absolutely.
So वो हमें जरा बदलना पड़ेगा.
question is there.
हाँ.
Turn your mobile phone.
How to turn on from mobile, ma'am? अरे वो तो सिंपल है रे. क्या कोई जो भी, I mean, शांतनु पता चल गया ना, वो वीडियो है ना, उसको निकाल दे, वो क्रॉस कर रहा है, उसको निकाल दे. ये थोड़ा इजी क्वेश्चन हो गया शांतनु. मैं बच गया. जो ऑप्शन नहीं है क्या? ओके ऑल राइट.
It's a webinar, no?
Yeah.
अच्छा तेरे को, अच्छा तुम्हारे सबको बंद करके रख दिया है.
Yes.
इसके लिए राइट करेक्ट.
It's an education institution, na?
हाँ नहीं सही. Thank you, Bhakti. Thank you very much.
I also request students to please fill up the.
Sagar, you are on mute.
Sorry, I was just mentioning requesting students to please fill up the feedback form, which is in the post in chat box. Yeah.
Yes.
So guys, even later, you can share the cues. You can, put it on my email ID. I think Sagar,
We're
to
not going to
everybody.
let you off easily. Don't worry.
Thanks. Thank you. Yes, Divya. अभी वो सब.
So she wants.
तो जैसे बोलते हैं वैसे.
We will.
Yes. So I think now we have, students will connect directly with you, ma'am. It was.
Yeah, absolutely. No
Session.
problem. Yeah.
And when you are in campus, of course, we'll have a physical session as well. So that's again, we're looking forward to it, actually.
Thank you.
So just a quick thank you to everyone who's been a part of it. First and foremost, let me thank our group director, sir, Dr. Professor Uday Salunke, sir, for his guidance and encouragement and motivation. Only because of his thinking and the thought process, possibly we are conducting this lovely sessions. So thank you, sir. I also thank IIC team. So being part of this lovely sessions and inspiring sessions for all of us. I also thank all faculty who have possibly joined. So thank you to faculty members. The most important thing for all virtual sessions, I'm sure all of us agree, is the role of IT. Nothing can go wrong when we have a lovely V-School IT team. So thank you to IT. And getting all students on board is a difficult task, and ADC does it successfully. So therefore, big thank you to ADC team. And mostly, and the most important thing for today is all lovely participants. I must say that the students who are really engaging, they were putting up the comments, they're putting up the suggestions. So brilliant crowd that we had today. So thank you to all students. And chief guest for today. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking out time and giving us this such an inspiring session.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Have an awesome time. Bye, Kaustubh.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank
you.
Bye.
Yes, guys, awesome, everybody. You guys were fantastic. You made the session. So big round of applause to all the students. Okay, bye-bye.